Hello, my name is Margaret Bagshaw. Welcome to the Pablita Velarde Museum of Indian Women in the Arts. Currently we have a doll show that we're exhibiting, but first let me explain a little bit about our museum and why we exist. In this art world, in the current day art world, in general, only 5% of all museum exhibits are done by women. They're either solo exhibits or group exhibits. In the native art world, that percentage drops to less than 1%. I felt that it was important that Native women be honored for their perseverance and all of their talents and all of the things that they do in the native art world, both professionally and non-professionally. My grandmother, Pablita Velarde, was the first Native woman to paint full-time in this country, period, as a career. She started in about 1932-33 when she was the first female student of Dorothy Dunn at the Santa Fe Indian School. She went on to become a WPA artist at Bandelier National Monument, hired to paint and record Pueblo history and life so that it would be always remembered. Our current exhibit here at the Pablita Velarde Museum is called Gathering of Dolls. And the reason we had a doll exhibit is because it started back last spring when a beautiful set of Kay Bennett dolls were donated by some collectors who were starting to downsize, and they wanted a safe home for these beautiful handmade dolls. Kay Bennett was a contemporary of my grandmother's, Pablita Velarde, and the two of them were similar in age. They had similar histories. Kay Bennett, however, had traveled around the world, being married to somebody who was in the service, and so she had a lot of outer world experience. She learned about felting, and that is how she formed her faces on these dolls. All of these dolls are traditional in dress and in costume, and they're dressed like this for very specific purposes. Down here you'll see a Navajo man and a Navajo woman, and all of the clothes are hand sewn. The jewelry and the beads are all hand done by Kay, and the felting, the shaping of the faces were done by Kay. This exhibit will be on until the last week in April, so please come down and see the Pablita Velarde Museum of Indian Women in the Arts. Also on display in our media room is a 30-minute documentary of the former show, A Straight Line Curved, featuring a chronological display of Helen Hardin's artwork from the time that she was 14 years old until the very last painting when she died. We also have videos. We have a studio set up of Pablita Velarde and with her painting table and all of her paints, and it's just a very wonderful experience. It's a good way to spend a short part of your afternoon. The hours are from noon to 5, Tuesday through Sunday.